When we received news that a shooting took place at an Immigration and Customs Enforcement facility in Dallas, we knew we needed to reach out to one of our favorite correspondents, ABC News reporter Jim Ryan, who is based in Dallas.
And Jim is joining us on Arizona's Morning News. Jim, we want to know what you know about the shooter and the victims. But first, tell us what type of facility this is.
Well, it's a detention facility. It's the kind that has been opened up for the last couple of years or so as the U.S. began more pickups or more detention of people who were in the country thought to be here illegally. It's kind of a waypoint, a transfer from one area to another detention facility. So that's the kind of area it is. It's alongside a very busy freeway just northwest of downtown Dallas. This ICE detention facility is a place where people were being held as they awaited their next step. There were ICE agents there. And just before 7 this morning, our time, police started getting calls of gunshots there in the area. According to Todd Lyons, the acting ICE director, these shots were fired from an elevated position. In other words, by a sniper about 200 yards away from the building. Fired down into a garage or Sallyport area. And we know that two apparent detainees were shot, possibly killed. We know that as police were closing in on this shooter, that the gunman took his own life. So that's where it stands now. We're still waiting for details. Don't know if it was detainees or ICE agents who were the actual target of the shooter, the intended target at least. Federal agents will share more on that later today, Jim.
Did you mentioned that it's a freeway that's northwest of Dallas.
Yeah.
Is it actually the Northwest Highway that we're talking about here?
No, it's close to Northwest Highway. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but no, it's Stemmons Freeway, I-35, right near Mockingbird, which is close to Dallas Love Field. So once that freeway was shut down, the traffic backups were immense.
And I imagine that there's not just this ICE facility right there. I mean, Dallas is a solidly packed major city. Did they clear out any of the other surrounding buildings? What's going on with the people who are around that facility?
Well, it seemed that police were fairly certain of where they needed to go, and so they focused on that one area. They got to this either rooftop or elevated position that they suspected the shooter was in, and as they got closer, according to police, according to Todd Lyons of ICE, that person then turned the gun on himself.
Wow. So apparently the threat is done at this point.
Yes.
Right.
That's the thinking, that nobody else was involved.
Now, we do know that police are going to pretty soon here do an update on this shooting. But if you could repeat for us, what do we know about the victims and how many there are?
Well, at least two victims who were inside this detention facility. It's thought both of them were detainees. The police are saying that two of them were killed. There may have been a third who was wounded. The other fatality then is to the gunman himself.
Wow. All right. Thanks a lot, Jim Ryan. I appreciate your time, and I know you want to get caught up with this press conference that's on its way in just moments. But ABC News correspondent Jim Ryan joining us from Dallas, where a shooting has taken place at an Immigration and Customs Enforcement facility. Jim mentioned this is a detention facility, so that would be similar to what we have actually to the south of the valley in Eloy. That's a detention facility as well for Immigration and Customs Enforcement. And as we get more news and as this press conference takes place, we'll bring you the very latest here on KTAR.
Thanks for watching Arizona's Morning News. Click to watch more from KTAR News and hit the button in the middle to subscribe.